Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is the Curse of Oak Island Season 12 Episode 2 of Looks Back and Ahead. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so this is the conglomerate found in Season 11 under Cone E. That's the bottommost boulder of the Nolan's Cross formation. So they lifted it up and they found this underneath. So they called it a conglomerate last season, but this season they're calling it a concretion. And that's basically when things like stick together, like under the ocean. If it's in water a long time and it's two metal pieces on top of another, they'll fuse into one item. And so that's basically what this is, but it does have man-made elements in there, like concrete. And they found the same within 95 percentile of being the exact same components in it. They found the same thing deep in the money pit on lot 5 in feature 1, the big round, formerly round structure. It's not round anymore, of course. Oh, also in this concretion, again found under the Cone E, the bottommost boulder of Nolan's Cross. When Marty found out that matched lot 5 and the money pit, he said, we're going to lift that again. And so they did in episode 1 of the season, I think it was in. As you can see, that's got like a pebble, looks like, on that. But that's an entirely different one. And so what we're waiting on still, this would be part of the look ahead, I guess. What we're waiting on still on this is this one, the older one found in season 11. Had 3 hairs sticking out of it. And so still waiting on DNA. That would be fun to get on those, to see what animal or what type of person that came off of. Carbon dating as well, to find out how old. And then, of course, to verify that this concretion is an exact match for the other one, so that it's the exact same makeup as that one. And lot 5, feature 1, and deep inside the money pit as well. Alrighty, and so this is the coin that was found between lot 5's feature 1 and feature 2. And very not that far under the surface. I would say maybe 4 inches or 5 inches, something like that. Not that far underneath at all. Numismatist Sandy Campbell said that this was an older coin, Roman, 200 to 300 AD. Just waiting to see if there's going to be any other scanning of this to try to match it, to see what kind of feature, any carvings and so forth. He did say he saw what he thought looked like a lion on there, maybe, or a horse. He said horse. That's what he said, not lion. And I'm not lying about that. In episode 2, The Curse of Oak Island, So While You Work, they are still doing borehole drilling to try to find out where they want to put caissons in this year. And they ran into some softer soil, so they think it's disturbed soil. They think they may have just missed a chest or vault or something of great interest. So they are going to just move over a little bit and drill again on that. And so I would assume that would be on the next episode, but you never know. Speaking of borehole drilling projects, these are, whether you see the cones, these are boreholes. One of them is the one that they had just done. I can't remember which one. This one is the one they're going to do next. The one with the stick and the orange paint on it. That's the one they're going to do next. Dr. Spooner said he thought it was thunder at first, but then he realized it was coming from underground. He said he thinks there was some collapsing happening there, and if there's collapsing, then there's got to be some kind of void there. And so probably what made it collapse was the recent borehole drilling. And Dr. Spooner took another water sample. He took a water sample before he heard the rumbling, and he took one afterwards, and the one afterwards was a lot darker. So he thinks stuff was moving around down there. And this is another shot of Rick standing right in front of that where they are going to do that next borehole. And I believe the yellow one right here is the one that they had just done, and so that's just a little bit over 5 feet maybe. So that's the one they're going to do next, and I'm assuming that's going to be on the very next show, on episode 3. They're going to take a field trip. Rick's staying on the island. Marty and the researchers are going to Lanzal Meadow. I'm kind of surprised it took this long, because that is the first Viking settlement. The only Viking settlement, actually, found in North America. The name of this episode was Whistle While You Work. And it's made by, I think, Walrus Tusk, which the Vikings did trade in the early time period. And this apparently was found in 1885 on Oak Island. Doesn't say where. And there it is, the Lanzal Meadows. So we'll see what they find out there. I would assume whoever found it, and it wasn't found until 1960 either, so that's a lot. It's fairly recently. This is a synopsis of the episode 3 of The Curse of Oak Island, and it's called The Saga Continues. Very Star Warsy. Just happened to be wearing the shirt. Marty and members of the team travel north to a Viking settlement and uncover more evidence that may connect descendants of the Vikings to the Knights Templar. Okay. And back on the Oak Island, new clues suggest Lot 5 was a place of worship. Okay, thus begins the full looks ahead section. And this was from the Drilling Down episode that aired before the 2-hour season premiere, The Curse of Oak Island. Maddie's in front of some kind of vault, some kind of structure down there. And Gary says he and his daughter, Katja, have pulled numerous artifacts out of there. And Gary went so far as to call it a vault and said maybe it's William Phipps, belonging to William Phipps. And so he probably knows the type of artifacts and the timing, the date around those artifacts. And so that may be what he's basing it on. But of course, they don't give you that much information about it. And of course, we don't get to see any of it. So that's what you should work for the History Channel, so you can get over there. Or sometimes they let guests on, which I have a picture from a guest coming up, I believe. We'll have to wait for this. I would imagine this mid to late season 12 is where we'll see this. And this is like at the north end of the swamp, because there's the road right there. So very, very north, like above the eye. There's that coin again, a better view of it. And you can see how it's not rounded. And this one is, who is it? It's Noah Cap is the gentleman's name. And he is a chef, and he is on Food Network, maybe. He was allowed to visit. And this is lot 5, and he is right next to some kind of find. Find would be like right there. It seems like it's like right on the edge of the tree line, and so right where the beach starts. That's still coming up as well there, but you can check out Noah Cap's Instagram and go back on there. I also did a video that contained the information from it. I didn't run the video on there though. Alrighty, that's it for Looks Back and Ahead, episode 2 for season 12. And I'll be recapping the new episodes of The Curse of Oak Island late Tuesday nights as they air. Also, season 7 and 8 of The Curse of Oak Island, no cap recaps. And once 7 and 8 are done, I'll be completely caught up with all of them, all of the rest of them, seasons 1 through 6 and 9 through 11, and the aired episodes of season 12 are already done. Also doing no cap recaps of Take 4. Also doing no cap recaps of the Secret of Skinwalker rant as I have time. And so thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And of course, as always, sempre avanti.